Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video. Today we're going to take a real quick look at a brand new 2023 Salem Villa 40 RLB destination trailer. We're going to take a few minutes, walk you through the inside and outside of this destination trailer. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we are now up inside the brand new 2023 Salem Villa 40 RLB. We're going to start here in the back of the RV and kind of work our way around. So this is a rear living room model. You have very large windows throughout the back side of the RV here. Theater seat here, it's a manual theater seat setup. It is a freestanding theater seat, so you can move it around or replace it if you ever need to in the future. Across the back side, you have the tri-fold sofa, which will flip out and make into a large bed, so you could sleep a couple adults back here if you needed to for guests. Electric outlet and little end tables on each side. They are currently using a pull-down roller shade for window blinds back here in this area. Straight across from your theater seat section here, you have a little entertainment area. So you have the mirrored front electric fireplace, which is basically a fancy electric space heater. But right now I currently just have the light part on, and you could also turn the heat part on as well if you need to. Just above that, you have the Furrion sound bar. There is room for a large TV to go here as well. And then up above here, you do have a little bit of cabinet space that goes back inside there. So if you've got like a satellite box or something like that, Blu-ray player, whatever you might want to hook up into the TV system, you could set it right up inside there. On this model, they're currently using a Whirlpool refrigerator. It's basically freezer on top, refrigerator on bottom. New for the 2023 lineup, we had a wood color change, floor color change. Also had the carpet be replaced on the slide out with this woven material that they use in pontoon boats apparently. It's supposed to be a lot more rugged and easy to clean up, and still help hide some of the slide out mechanism stuff that needs to make it a flush floor style slide. Huge windows overlooking the campsite or awning side area of your RV. This one was ordered with the freestanding table and 4 chairs. In the kitchen area, you have solid surface, nice hard countertops here. A double bowl undermount stainless sink, high-rise sprayer faucet, and there is some storage underneath the sink as well. They're currently using the Furrion oven, has the glass front, light inside the oven, light up knobs, 3-burner stovetop, does have the flip down glass lid to give you a little more counter space if you need to when you're not using it. Few drawers down below, full extending ball bearing drawer guided drawers, large LG microwave, and overhead cabinet space too. Forgot to mention, looking up at the ceiling, there is a 110 volt ceiling fan instead of a 12 volt version. And you also have skylight up above, some nice hang down pendant lights, and one of your Coleman ducted ACs that they're currently using. Now over here, you kind of have a little bar area. So you do have a couple little bar stools, more counter space. There's storage on this side, a little mini fridge down here on this side, and more storage. A little sink area. The window back here opens, and also the one behind the stove over there opens as well. And then you have pretty large cabinet space here. All Forestriver campers, by the way, do come with a 1-year roadside assistance from Safe Ride. But this right here, nice feature to have. This being a destination trailer, it's probably only going to be moved once and parked somewhere. But if you are someone who tows and travels around a lot, that's a nice feature on any of the Forestrivers that come with them. Digital thermostat for your propane furnace and your main air conditioner here in the living room. You do have the ceiling fan button here, slide out button here, speaker button to turn off the outdoor speakers, another ceiling light, light switch here, water heater on, gas switch, electric switches outside, water pump, your monitor panels for all your holding tanks. This one turns off a bunch of the lights in the living room, but also acts as a dimmer switch if you hold your finger on it. Another light switch, awning in and out button. Down below, you have the propane leak detector. Tinted windows on the RV as well, and then also tinted glass door for your sliding glass door. Right here we have a very large walk-in style pantry if you wanted to walk into there. But you got quite a bit of room here. And there's a light in there as well. Now going back, the hallway enters you into the bathroom here on the left or straight back into the master bedroom. But they do a large window here as well. Pull down roller shade here, and there's an electric outlet down there in the hallway. But then there is also a central vac down here with a dustpan vac as well. Into the bathroom area here. Let's start kind of from the top down. So we have a vent fan, skylight up above the shower area here. You do have area here for all your towels and linens, another little spot down below that as well. But it is a step-in shower. Does have a little bit of water holding capacity, if probably about, I'd say 4 inches. So if you did have a small grandchild or child, whatever, you could give a little one a bath in there, but not anything real big. It's only about maybe 3.5, 4 inches deep. But there's a little sit down seat in there. Sliding glass door. And then just kind of looking down here, you have porcelain foot flush toilet. There's heat and AC both in this room. There is also your little sink area. Again, solid surface countertop in here as well. Big mirror. Let's step into the shower here just so you can kind of see what it looks like from the other direction here. But there's plenty of room to come in here, get undressed, get in and out of the shower pretty comfortably. And this is open and close and fan on and off for that vent fan above our head there. Into your bedroom area here. So you have an entry exit door in here as well, so you can get in and out. Hopefully you never need to use it for an emergency exit, but it is nice to have a full-size door in your bedroom to get out if needed. Overhead cabinet space up here. Now down below that, there is a couple directional reading lights and a traditional light. You have electric outlet and USB charger port here on the left, and you have a window on each side that open. Then up above here, you do have quite a bit of storage space to stash some stuff up there. Now this bed will raise up. It is also on shocks. So you can flip this up. You can kind of see you have a little shelf area or a little shoe nook down below there to kind of throw things. Now obviously if you're going to bring the slide out in, you want to remove the things off the floor down there so you don't run stuff over and hurt it. Then that kind of goes back into the slide section, and there's a door you'll see when we get outside to where you can access that from outside also. Across the front, you have large windows over there. The one in the middle opens, the one on each side do not. But that would give you a nice big view overlooking the front side of your RV as well. Up top is the second ducted Coleman AC on this unit. So you have five dresser drawers here, and your electric box with the breakers and fuses down there. There's also a heat duct blowing out that cabinet as well. There's big window again overlooking the campsite area of your RV, and then you also have pre-wire for the King Wi-Fi Connect system, and you also have your TV antenna hookups, cable hookup type stuff there, electric outlet. So if you wanted to do some sort of TV over on this wall, you could do so. Now this one was also ordered with washer dryer prep, and that kind of changes this closet setup here a little bit in the way it looks depending on how you order it. So with the washer dryer prep, we're going to get that swing door. That section kind of comes out a little bit further than the section on the right so that the washer dryer kind of fits in there. But if you don't do washer dryer prep, you will basically get another set of cabinets very similar to the one on the right that goes there. Might look a hair different, but it's pretty close. So opening this part up here, you kind of see washer dryer area would be right here. You have water line hookups down here, electric outlets down here. There's also your drain down here as well. So you can order it pre-prepped, but still be able to use this as a hanging closet. Now, when you do this setup, it puts the swing door on it, and the door cannot be fully opened. It does kind of bump into the bed. But when you do the washer dryer setup, most people leave this door off. That way they can get in and out of the washer dryer a lot easier. And you got a couple drawers down below, and then over here you have more hanging closet up here. And then even a little shelf space up above that if you wanted to put some stuff up there. But overall, nice large bedroom here, all vinyl floor in this area as well. Thermostat there for your AC system in the bedroom. Now we're going to step outside here and show you around the outside real quick. So going on out your main sliding door here, you have a large folding grab handle and a triple entrance step getting you in and out of the RV. So kind of stepping back here and looking at the camper, you have obviously two entry doors you've seen while we were inside. Both entry doors have the hover style steps. Those are rated for 300 pounds. They just fold back underneath the bottom of the RV. On those, or on destination trailers in general, most people usually build decks and bring it up to the bottoms close to the door frames there and never really ever use those steps. They're basically building a nice porch area on the side of it, parking these things permanently, not really moving around. So depending on what your plans are, you may or may not use those steps. This one was ordered with the standard aluminum exterior. So you have mostly a white metal exterior with a black kind of skirting and stuff around it, a little bit of blue in there too, but that is an aluminum sided RV. Now they do offer an option for a fiberglass. It's a hung fiberglass siding that you could also upgrade to if you prefer that instead of metal. Depending on what you want, talk with your salesperson about that. They'd be able to gladly go over that type of stuff with you. Power awning, LED light strip built in close to the body of the RV, adjustable arms for tilting for water runoff, and manual override in case of an electronic failure. Now that right there is basically standard on the RV, but some customers don't want it, and they'll either have a dealer remove it and just kind of plug up the holes, or order it without that, depending on what you want, if you're going to build a roof and deck and stuff over it. But kind of keep in mind, for resale value, a lot of people do want that unless there's some sort of porch overhead built onto it. Just above your entry door there, you do have a traditional porch light. There's 2 outdoor speakers here. There's an electric outlet and also a cable outlet. So you could kind of set up an outdoor TV here also if you wanted to. Again, large folding entry handle there to help you get in and out of the RV. Double axle unit. It's it's Easy Lube hubs and steel wheels on the RV. Drum brakes, 12-volt drum brakes. So if you are towing this around, very important to make sure you have a brake controller in the truck so that you can stop the camper properly. The slide out back here is pre-prepped for Sol Air slide topper, which would basically be a roll in, roll out with the slide awning that covers the top of it. That helps repel a lot of water, leaves, twigs, debris, blocks a lot of sunlight from heating up the slide roof and things like that. So if you're not going to build a deck or porch or anything to kind of cover the RV, I would possibly recommend slide toppers. Talk with your salesperson, kind of decide if that's a good thing for you. But that is a very nice thing to help protect and just kind of take care of the slide top of the roof. Now on destination trailers, a lot of people block these and tie them down. You will have some parks ask if it has what they refer to as hurricane straps. And you can see this little bracket right here where it's welded onto the frame and meant to be strapped and tied down. So if you're buying one of these things, taking it to Florida or the coastline or whatever, that's something that you do commonly get a request from campground places wanting to know if they have that. And they do have that on these larger destination trailers by Salem. Now, with that being said, a lot of people, when they do buy these, also block the RV. And instead of using the weaker stab jacks that you can get on travel trailers. Now, they do offer jacks on these as an option. Most dealers don't stock it with it, as most customers are blocking them and building porches and stuff around them. But if you do want jacks, talk with your salesperson about it. They can be put on from the factory when ordering, or they can be put on anytime aftermarket as well. It's not real hard to do. Real quick, we're going to take a peek at the roof here. You can see in the picture popping up, there's things up there as far as, TV antenna, plumbing stack vents, air conditioners, skylights, quite a few little goodies up there that are basically holes poked into your roof. You got to get up there from time to time and maintain the seams and seals on your roof, around your windows, your lights, all that type of stuff. These running lights on the back. It's very important to keep water out of your RV. So make sure you go around. I used to check mine 3-4 times a year, usually with the seasonal changes, and just kind of go around the RV and look at those seams and seals, the silicones and the Decor roof sealants, just to make sure it's not cracked open and possibly going to let in water. Very important to keep water out of your RV. On the back here is a cable inlet, and it also works for satellite too. So if you got a satellite at your campsite or cable TV, depending on where you're at, you could hook up there and feed it through the RV to the TV hookups. In the back corner right here is detachable power cord. This is a 50 amp electric service. That cord's probably about 25 or 30 feet long roughly. And again, detachable. These toppers, or these slide outs on this side, are also prepped for slide toppers. Stepping on over this way here, we got some of our hookup stuff here. It's a little tight here, so hopefully we can get a decent view here. We have gas electric water heater right here. The electric switch is the lower left. 1/16" drain plug in the lower middle, and your pressure relief valve up top. Before you drain it, make sure you do relieve the pressure so that it don't try to shoot out all over you. And then also, if you are winterizing these things, make sure you use the bypass on the back of the water heater. It's usually a 2 or 3 valve system to bypass it, drain out the water heater so you don't have to fill it all the way up with antifreeze to protect it. Furnace here on the left. Over on the right here, we have our city water hookup and our freshwater gravity fill inlet as well. Down below here, you can see some gray tank dumps, black tank flush for the bathroom here, more dumps here for the bathroom, and then again, ordered with washer dryer prep, so it has another dump here as well. Now, everything's tanked except for the washer dryer prep. That's basically a straight pipe coming out of there. So you do have to make sure you have a place for that water to go. You can get, if you don't have sewer hookups or whatever at your campsite, you could, get one of those blue tote tanks and stuff running into there. Some places might let you run the soapy freshwater stuff out onto the ground, but depends again on where you might be using this thing at. Now they do offer an option when ordering these things for no tanks, and then you can just plumb everything together for straight piping it with like a house toilet in it as well. That makes it a little harder to resell unless you're kind of leaving it there and just trying to sell the site and camper all at once. A lot of people do like to have the option of moving these things if they can. Even though they may not be towing it around every weekend, they still like to know they could pick up and move to another site without a big problem. Here you have some very important informational stickers. I do want to pop these up for you as well, just so you kind of see what that is. The first one popping up here is your main production data sticker. And this has production date, VIN number, axle sizes, but most importantly here, gross vehicle weight. That's basically the most you can load the RV up to. Axle weight, hitch weight, everything combined, do not exceed that. Next is your unloaded vehicle weight sticker, basically telling you what the RV weighed when it rolled off the factory assembly line, and it also has the length on it as well. Next is your cargo carrying capacity sticker, basically telling you how much gear you can load into the RV before you exceed the gross weight on the first sticker. And last but not least, tire sticker here telling you tire size, but most importantly, cold tire pressure. Make sure you check your tire pressure from time to time to keep them from going low. And if you're traveling, that's really important. Obviously, if you're parked and not really moving it, it's not as important, but you still should check it from time to time just to make sure things are properly maintained. On to the front section here. Just down below is a battery disconnect. So when you are storing it, you can shut down the battery system and unplug the RV. There's room for one battery underneath it here, maybe two if you got a smaller size battery. But most of the batteries that are put on RVs, there's about room for one on this one. Comes with 0 from the RV manufacturer, but if you do buy from Couch's RV Nation, it does come from at least one. Two 30-pound propane tanks on the front of this thing with the hard cover, auto changeover regulator. Manual tongue jack. Again, they're not expecting you to move this more than 1 or 2 times to take it and park it somewhere. So manual tongue jack, but if you are going to move it, you could replace it with a nice power tongue jack. 2 5/16 hitch ball, heavy duty safety chains, 7-way Bargman wiring plug, which is pretty much standard for RVs this size. But overall, pretty cool setup here. Be sure to check out the folks at Couch's RV Nation. They are one of the largest internet discount dealers in the country. Will definitely save you a lot of money on a new RV if you're interested. Thanks again.